Happy Sunday. Welcome back to another episode of Full Frontal Investigation. I will be your host. I am Pussy Rich Holmes. And tonight what we're going to talk about is David failing to pay his federal lawsuit, which he has. And that's the case down in Florida, right? That was the case that David said, hey, everybody, I'm going to build this fucking stage and we're going to do the Amway, which is now the Kia Arena, right? It's no longer the Amway, it's the Kia Arena. He's failed year after year to pull it off. He has no intention of pulling it off. The only thing he pulls off is himself. But this whole lawsuit stems from building a stage that he never finished. And that's something that all these donors paid for, right? That went to this big event this year. David, you were supposed to deliver an event to the Kia or the Amway Arena years ago with this stage and you never delivered. So what happens? David, I'm going to tell you why you guys ended up getting sued, okay? It was ultimately up to Movie Prop Rentals whether or not they were going to sue you, David, okay? But I want you to know, David, that I did call them, okay? And I did warn them. I did warn them. Yeah, we're going to talk about that too. He's not even in front of his congregation anymore. You won't even fucking show up anymore, David. We're going to talk about that. I was just talking to Kevin G about that. Okay, so he hasn't paid his federal lawsuit, okay? And David, I have the email to prove it too, okay? Because I asked Movie Prop's lawyers, hey, has David paid you guys yet? Nope, not paid us. Where's he at? Have you guys seen him online? Anything? Uncle Jake, how you doing? Got Daniela. What's up, guys? Good evening. We're going to talk about David's federal lawsuit. Also, he's failing to appear for this new case up in Chesterfield for 15,410 page, but we'll get to that also too, David, okay? Yeah, let me get that because I'll need that. I'll need to look up that court case. Okay, so he's failed to appear there, but this lawsuit down in Florida, David, like this is ultimately gonna. I'm curious if you paid your lawyers, man. That's what I'm trying to figure out about. It wouldn't surprise me if he didn't. It really wouldn't surprise me if David failed to pay his own lawyers in this. Okay, so it's just over 100 grand. I think like 108,000 that he owes these people. Okay. Hey, Kevin G, what up? I was just texting with Kevin about this, man. We're trying to figure out, we're bumping ideas off of each other. And we're trying to figure out how much money David has left. But that's the big fucking mystery here, right? Hit that like too. Let me know you're here. Good evening. We're talking about DavidETaylor's failed federal lawsuit, how he has failed to pay it. If you don't know what this channel's about, this is a channel about religious cults. If you're just fucking flipping through the feed, that's cool. I get it. Hit that like or dislike on the way out. We're talking about this fat fucking delusional gutter walrus named DavidETaylor, okay? Hey, what up, Dice? Hey, dude, he hasn't paid his lawsuit. The lawyers are still waiting to be paid. And David, like I said, I have the fucking email right here to prove it. I'm not lying. I wouldn't be out here saying it, David, if it wasn't true. No, but he can't. Some of these vehicles have salvage titles on them, like the ones down at the hotel. The reason they haven't moved is because they're salvage titles. They're fucked up. They're wrecked cars. There's a Bentley and a Mercedes, the G-Wagon's down there. Okay, the silver G-Wagon is down there at the hotel still, sitting on a salvage title, probably trying to part it out because it's, say like the car's been wrecked or it's been in a flood or something. Okay, that's what a salvage title is, Daniela. Yeah. So say your car gets fucked up, or like say in Sweden, it's like your fucking car gets hit in an avalanche and it's like they salvage it. So they put a title on it, right? Basically means you can't drive it. Exactly like a clutch issue, but with a Bentley, who knows what the fuck it is, but I think the Bentley's been wrecked. Okay, exactly like a clutch issue, a transmission issue. It's been through a flood, through a hurricane, through a fucking hailstorm, right? They'll throw a salvage title on it, okay? All you can do is basically fucking part that car out, and that's it. That's it, right? For a Bentley, you probably could salvage it out for quite a bit if you just wanted all the chips and shit. It would. It would cost David money to get rid of those Bentleys, exactly. And I think he just paid off one of them not long ago. So within the last couple of years, he's paid one of those off, and now it's a salvage title. You see the lack of David's fucking care in his cult. Kevin G, that's what I'm thinking too. Like most of these properties could be under double or triple mortgages. Hey, Gary Edward Johnson, how you doing today? Hit that like and subscribe. Tell me you're here. Let me give you a shout out. Let's see here. Oh, that's there. Let's see here. There's the poll. There we go. There's the poll. Okay, both cars have salvage titles. So the poll tonight is David cash broke. Let's look at all the properties, okay? We know he's been in fucking multiple lawsuits. And I was just thinking about this, David. Not only have you been in multiple lawsuits, but you have somehow managed to overlap these lawsuits with dates and times and everything, dude. I did the work myself, David. We all have. We've looked at the dates and the times live and said, holy shit, David, you were actually being sued here and should have been paying money here when you're doing a lawsuit here. It's a mess. It's a mess. It's a really intricate web of court cases that you've tied yourself up in, which is really cool, David. Because, okay, so we got one court case that he paid, I don't know how much that settlement was, but that one where they're asking for $300,000. What up, I suck? How you doing? Hit that like, subscribe, let me know you're here. Talking about DavidETaylor, cult leader, degenerate gutter seal. He's failed to pay his federal lawsuit for this stage that he built, and he got sued because he didn't pay it, okay? But yeah, Dave, just back to that, David, I warned the stage case about you. David, by the time I had talked to the project designer on your design set, it was already being built. They were probably 6 to 8 months already into it, I think, give or take a few months. And by that time, David, they said the deal had already gone south, that it was just a shitstorm to get in touch with you guys, okay? So he hasn't paid, and I started a poll. So what do you guys think? Yes, no, David's cash broke? Just leave your vote in there. We got all the houses, right? They're all taxed. I know that is a fact, David. We know the big one in Tampa, that the equalization board has removed that tax status. And that is a big one, David. You were really counting on that one. He paid the Tampa taxes $128,000. Ah, fuck yeah. Oh, he's pissed. He is fucking pissed. Oh, shit. He had to front that bill. He's like, that fucking pussy Rich Holmes. God damn him. He fucking made me get my tax exemption removed. That fucking asshole. I could see him going all the way to the tax office just bitching and complaining. But I'm sure the state of Florida probably told him, no. Go get tax exemptions on your other properties. You got all these other properties. The fuck out of our state. Go do it somewhere else. Go up to your home state. So $128,000. I love it. Oh, man. And that's like David having to pay $128,000. That's like having him to pay $128 million, okay? It's like, for David to have to pay that money, he was probably fucking just livid about that. Okay, because again, he was banking on that property getting that tax exemption this year, and he only got it for 1 year. So he's going to have to keep paying that tax exempt. He's going to keep paying that property tax on top of the HOA fees. Hey, Irie Dread, what up, what up? Every time David has to pay money. Oh, yeah. Oh, come here, buddy. Come on, my guy. Come on. You got it. Come on. Up. Come on, son. Come here. Come on. What's up, big guy? You want to come here and chill by me? All right, come here. Yeah, and see, that's the next one we kind of need to go after, I think, is the hotel in, but Kevin, we were just talking about this. His lack of time spent on the channel this last week for his fucking birthday, right? Because this was David's birthday celebration week. Let's be clear about that. This had nothing to do with David coming out for the ministry. Hey, Dallas, how you doing? This was all for David's birthday. And David spent very little time out this week, Kevin. Uncle Jake, me and Kevin, me and Kevin were just texting about this. His lack of showmanship, he's usually real boisterous, right? Very much not this time. Very much kind of like a little meek and eager fucking just like, I'm scared to do anything else right now because everybody's watching me finally, and not in a good way. And I think David is really now backed into a fucking corner. Again, David, you came out and mentioned the channel 5 minutes in your fucking birthday celebration and made it about us. You didn't stop thinking about us your whole fucking stream, David. Yeah. But Irie, so Uncle Jake just said that he paid the property taxes down in Tampa. So that's a one up for us, right? Because our goal is to always to get David to spend money. Right? So he spent, what was it, Uncle Jake? 128 grand, you said? $128,000. Dude, he's gotta be pissed. I can't imagine him fucking, oh man. I wonder who he sent down to pay it. He's like, let's go and pay it online. I'm going down there and pay it. 128,000. He probably did. He probably took a shady loan for that. He's like, yeah, I need to take a loan to pay my taxes. Right, Curly? Right, Curly Girl? Wasn't it? Yes, it was. It was extremely unusual for David to have such a short birthday celebration. There's a big shakeup, I think, and it's not David fucking walking. Yep, and they'll start finding him, exactly. Nope, they didn't grift off the Texas floods. No, they didn't. David knew fucking damn well because he knows where I live and he knows that town isn't far from where I live. If I had even fucking caught wind of them showing up there, no, I would have fucking showed up and there would have been problems. I wouldn't have fired anybody, but I would have fucking pointed them out. I would have put them on video. I would have put them on blast and let them know that they're down here trying to grift off the fucking flood. Without a doubt, I would have been there in a fucking heartbeat. Would have taken me 30 minutes to get there. That's why they stayed. They wouldn't have fucking dared to come to Kerrville and do that. Nope. Nope. It's not far from where I live. Yeah, I was just one of the next towns over. Our town flooded too, but not like Kerrville. Not like Kerrville, man. But we got a lot of fucking water. And they're still looking for bodies. I think he did too because that was the thing. Like them actually going out there, like Joseph showing up out there, that wasn't good because Joseph, we put that on the channel. And the thing is the OIG, David, the OIG set standards like, hey, don't fucking come out here trying to scam these people. Don't come out here trying to scam people because if we see you trying to scam people, we're going to get you and we're going to fucking press charges. Don't fucking do it. Joseph's all, hey, everybody, give to the convoy of miracles. We'll come out here and help with the fires. No, the fuck they won't. That's why they didn't come, Kevin. You know why? You know why, Kevin? Because they know where I live and they know how far away that town is from me and they wouldn't fucking dare. They wouldn't fucking dare show their face there. No, the hotel wasn't affected at all. This was out in like the hill country area of in Texas, okay? We'll talk water shit another day, but yeah, it was out in the hill country, and yeah, David wouldn't dare send his people out there. No. Yep. This David wouldn't dare fucking show his fucking fat face out there, or his cult members. No, he wouldn't fucking dare do it. Yep. Exactly right, Curly, and with the fires. Yeah, that's the thing. I didn't see David down in those fucking parking lots out there. Yeah, no, David wouldn't have dared showed up, Irie Dread. No. No, he fucking knows me. If I show up in Houston, Irie, if I showed up in Houston, yeah, I would fucking show up in Kerrville without a fucking doubt. I would have hopped in my car, taken all my shit, and I would have been, yeah, exactly, just to be close to you. I think David sang that song to himself because he wanted to be close to me. Like his desire was to be close to me, so he moved to Houston. So I think that's why he sings this song all the time. He's like, just to be close to Rich Holmes is my desire. Hey, Rando D. No, welcome to the conversation, bro. No, that's the one thing. I'm not even Christian, dude. I don't go to church, my guy. Rando D, I don't go to church, dude. Exactly. Making people spend money for BS books is for the false prophets. Exactly. Welcome to the conversation, dude. I don't go to church, bro. But religion's supposed to be fucking free. And you have motherfuckers like Bob Larson, Catherine Crick, Dick Boy DavidETaylor, Daniel Adams, the Demon Slayers, out there fucking slinging that shit, man. Fucking fist over fist, and they're racking it in, dude. Selling hope, dude. Fucking. But the flip side of it is they're grifting off people with pennies to make millions, right? So it's a lot of work. They have to do a lot of work. And I am, Dallas. According to David, I'm a fucking pussy, right? I'm also a fag, and I'm being controlled by Rick Frazier, apparently. So there's that, too. Let's get that out of the way, okay? I'm being controlled by Rick Frazier, everybody. And you know what me and Kevin G were talking about? He was like, man, you think he'll ever call you? Think he'll ever call you? And I was like, nah, the only time David's ever going to call me is probably from prison after he's been fucking locked up and he's sitting there with his dick in his hand trying to figure out, like, damn, how Rich Holmes got the best of me, and he's going to start fucking, like, just prank calling me. Your kids still yell out, I expect a miracle today. Hey, that's cool. I never said there's nothing wrong with being gay, Rando D. Nothing, dude. I never said there was nothing wrong with being gay. I'm not. I'm straight. I'm straight, dude. But this guy wants to come out and call me a fag and shit, dude. And this guy's claiming to be a pastor, dude. Dude, he does it live on his fucking channel. Yeah, no, dude, I'd call me gay all day, bro. I'm secure in my sexuality, dude. I am fucking very secure. Call me gay, fag, whatever, dude. You want to call me fucking Peter Pup? I don't care, but I am not any of those, so by all means, please do. It's not going to hurt my feelings, and it's not going to take flesh off my back. And it's not, I don't care someone calls me a fag. It's like, okay, is that where your plan starts, David? Seriously. And again, like, this guy, right, Rando D, I've never heard a pastor say that in all my fucking life, dude. None of us have. None of us have ever heard a pastor come out and openly just, dude, it's, you know what? I'll go ahead and play it for you. Give me a second. Just since we're talking about the fucking Dookie Deacon today. It's raw, dude. It's raw. And the night it came out, we're like, yo, what the fuck, man? Like, dude, is he like seriously deranged? No, we found out that he watches tranny porn, Brando D. We found out from one of the survivors of this cult that we've interviewed, Cliff, it's my boy, it's my bro, much love, bro, that we interviewed. He came out and he's like, dude, he's like, dude, like one day I opened his computer and he's like, dude, it went straight to Pornhub and it was all tranny porn, man. So David, there's something clearly up with David, like, I'm not here to discuss relationships of male partner. I'm not here to discuss the dynamics of those relationships. If that's your thing, cool, I respect it. I'm not that way, by all means.
I just saw this stuff on. You don't even know me.
Yeah.
When I had that visitation, like me. Now we can be friends, brother.
Yeah. You want to hear a pastor project?
Sister Watermelon.
Sister Watermelon.
We don't have to carry on like this. We don't have to fight. We can be friends.
Look at this guy.
Why don't we find peace and love? But it's your choice. All I'm saying to you, I'm just trying to keep you from being doomed. Because the Son of God has appeared to me. I already know what he's going to do to you. You got this other idiot, this faggot named Rich Holmes. God's telling me to call that punk by name. He's up here speaking all this evil against us, against me on YouTube. You gonna die, Rich. God gonna kill you if you don't repent. Yeah, you'll be in a car accident somewhere. You just die. You listen. God will take your life in one day.
This fat fucking degenerate sack of shit.
You better repent.
Better repent.
Remember, you're a chariot wheel under the red sea of me.
Watch, dude, it's the best.
A lot of people follow. Just few people are so deceived. They following that faggot. And I know he's controlled by Rick Frazier. He's a faggot too. All these pedophiles and these homosexuals, this generation following these faggot men.
Right. Random D.
You a pussy, Rich Holmes. And I'm gonna say that's his real name. He called his name whatever. He got that fake name. His real name is Rich Holmes.
All right, so I used to go by Alex Stravanovich, right, as my online name. It just sounded like, it does, right, Daniel Moore? It sounds like self-projection to me, right? He's out there like, you a fag, Rich Holmes. It's like if it's not gay to see me, male, female, must be even less gay. That's cool. That's cool. Whatever, Rando D. That's cool. It is. That's some funny shit, though, right? Exactly. He couldn't even remember my online name. He's got my real name down, but he can't remember my fucking online name, Alex Stravanovich, right? So that was my original name online. When I made up the name, I was like, I wanted to sound like some fucking Russian oligarch. It was going to be like Alexander Stravanovich, but I was like Alex Stravanovich. So that's what it was. And then it only took this shithead 5 years to fucking come out and run my name. It's like, and then I'm getting emails saying, oh, he doesn't even know you. Well, I'm pretty sure he fucking knows me, okay? That's why he had to come out and call us out again. Yeah. So yeah, failure to pay his lawsuit. I want everybody to know that that's just coming in. He hasn't paid his new lawsuit. The one down in Florida. Then you went back to getting called out. I know. It's like another year came in, he called me out again. Yeah, dude. And you know what? These guys, like when it comes to cults, man, like we've actually tracked pedophiles to his cult, dude. Yeah. Oh, David, he'll never live this down for the rest of his fucking life, as far as I'm concerned.
I had one idiot that left this ministry and betrayed. You know, Jesus showed me that the devil was going to get in him and betray. And he's on a demonic show with some guy named Rich Holmes that keeps putting out evil stuff on about me and about the ministry. And he's joined up. And see, I saw he would betray years ago. And one of the things he said is, oh, he got birthday parties. He paid for everything. You know, people don't even like him that much. He has to pay for all them to be there. And I said, that's so stupid.
As he's literally paying for people to be there. I know. It's almost like David wasn't getting enough attention from us, right? Curly girl, it did. But it's like he had to fucking come out. It's like, don't you learn, David? Don't you ever fucking learn, David? Have you not learned? Like, just shut your fucking trap, dude. Okay? Everybody says you'll never call me, and I don't think you ever will, dude. You're too much of a little fucking bitch, David. Yeah. His ego can't have it. But, Irie, what we were talking about, let's get back to that, Kevin. Remember, okay, if you guys watched his show this week, he didn't spend a lot of time on fucking camera. Did y'all notice that? Did y'all notice that? And after we said he couldn't even fucking stand up for a long time, he ended up standing for the rest of his fucking shows. God damn it, I gotta call Scientology. Fucking Fat Robin. That's the rule. The fucking rule. Somebody says Scientology, I gotta prank call Scientology. God damn you. Not you. Not really, but hey. Just let me get this Scientology call out of the way. Let's see if Money Penny picks up. Church of Scientology International. You notice that, Irie Dread?
Hello? Church of Scientology International. Please hold a moment.
Yes. God damn it. Fucking Money Penny. Church of Scientology International. Please hold. That Scientology crunk music.
Hello, Church of Scientology International.
Hi, Moneypenny. This is Frank Richardson again. How are you doing today, ma'am? Hi. Hello, ma'am. Hello, ma'am. I'm still looking for my wife, Lisa. She said she's still there. God damn it. She always does that to me. She always blocks me. Scientology doesn't block numbers. No. No. They've never blocked my number. But David does. You want some of David's numbers? I'll give them to you so you can prank call him. I used to prank call the shit out of David, but I can't anymore. They blocked me. They've blocked me. I can't call David anymore. They won't call me. They won't text me. Because every time I get calls and text messages, I just forward them over to the government. I'm like, hey, fucking forward it. Yeah, hey, Rando. Yeah, no. Hey, Rando. Dude, I have one phone call. I have one fucking... Oh, dude, hit that like, too. Let me know you're here. There's one call I have on my channel where we're prank calling Scientology one night. Type in Catherine Crick prank call Scientology. Dude, you're going to laugh your fucking ass off. I swear to God. It's probably one of the best fucking calls. Timing was perfect. Yeah, I do know David's personal cell number. Yeah, you want his social too? I'll give that to you. You want his social? His personal cell number is the one that's closest to David. The cell phone that's got the closest to him is 314-398-0637. Michelle's number is 303-859-6701. So that's, I think actually Michelle's number still goes to voicemail. Hang on a second. 303-859-6701. Yeah.
Your call has been forwarded to an automatic...
Okay, nope.
Your call has been forwarded to an automatic voice message system.
Okay, hang on. 314-484-5298.
Hello, you've reached Michelle Brannon from the Executive Office of Apostle DavidETaylor. Please leave your name, number, and a brief message after the tone, and I'll get back to you just as soon as I can. Thank you, and God bless you. Take care.
I can't find that one, Kevin. Kevin, will you, if you know where that's at, Kevin, will you please send me the timestamp? I've been trying to fucking find that one and cut it, dude. I can't find it. I've looked in that whole fucking video and I can't fucking find it. If you know where it's at, dude, please tell me, because that one was fucking lit too, because the dude was like, oh, there's some guy talking shit about like gays and stuff. Yeah, no, that one was lit too, with David fucking calling Scientology. Yeah. Yeah, see, those are the numbers that I know right offhand, but those are a few of the numbers that I've always dealt with. And I've never really been able to get a hold of them from anywhere else. I think they're really screening a lot of calls going in and out of that place now.
Your call has been forwarded.
Even calling from my Google Voice number. So yeah, their phones are pretty much monitored day and night. Yeah, it's like they're kind of night owls. They do everything at night. The nighttime is the right time. Hey, what up, Phobos? How you doing? We're talking about cult leader DavidETaylor not paying his federal lawsuit and how he's pretty much managed to tie himself up in a lawsuit since the deposition almost every year. Been kind of interesting. I've used Google Voice. They blocked me from Google Voice too. If you find it, no rush, Kevin. Yeah, no rush. I've been trying to find that one, dude, because David also got one too, but the Catherine Crick one was pretty good. But yeah, David, he's paid. So he paid the St. Louis case, okay? So he's paid the St. Louis case. He's got that done. That was settled. They each paid their own fucking fees and their own bills. Looks like he paid half of the liens on one of the properties down in Florida. I know David was going off that night too, which was for, okay, so there were 2 liens on the Tampa mansion. Uncle Jake said one was paid half up, which I could see. They're probably fucking just pay us half. Jesus Christ. Give us half the shit, okay? Uncle Jake said half of one of those ones was paid. And then, so there were 2. One was for a construction company that built like an outdoor patio. And then one was another lighting company that had done some work outside. And I think it was the lighting company that got paid. The patio company. And what happened, I talked to both people on both ends of that. And basically what they did, the same thing they did with movie prop rentals, they said they had us, a lien is like if, so it's spelled Lien. And it's basically, say David, so David's case, right? He didn't pay his bills. What the courts can do is they can place like financial liens, like a financial fucking hold on your property. It could be cars, property, it can be assets, whatever, until, so movie prop is owed $100,000 right now, right, Daniela? The courts, right, movie prop rentals lawyers, they can put a financial lien onto David's property until, and so say David tries to sell that property, right? Once the property sells, the lien gets paid first. Absolutely. They'll hold the exact amount of the lawsuit. Absolutely. They'll be like, no, you owe us $100 and so $1,000. Guess what? There's now a lien on that property. And what David doesn't want when you have loans out against properties is liens. You don't want liens out against properties when you're doing loans with people. That work was done for the residential center. Yeah. So yeah. So exactly, Daniela. So say like David owes $100,000. Though it's called a mechanic lien, right? It's called a mechanic's lien or financial lien, mechanic financial lien. And 1 year and the person can foreclose. Yeah. So say David doesn't pay the lien, the fucking the fucking lawyer can foreclose on the property. Yep. Some states are different. Every state's different with mechanic liens and stuff and foreclosures. Some could be 6 months. Florida, it's a year. And then they can start foreclosing if David doesn't pay it. So David could literally lose the property over $100,000, right? And not paying his fucking lawsuit. But he's going to pay it because David doesn't want to lose that property. Yep. Forecloses, they take it. Yep. And I'm sure once it's already in the foreclosure status, no, fuck, you had all the time. You had all the time, but you didn't want to pay it. So nope. It is. The Tampa mansion is his gem. Yep. But you know what? The Tampa mansion is the property that takes the most amount of money to keep up. Not to mention the fucking 15,400. That's got its own set of problems. I know. Imagine David squatting, right? And they come to kick him out. They're like, hey, you got to go. And he's squatting. Hey, what's up, big guy? You can come up here, man. Come up here. Come here. Come here. Come on. You can come up here, boo. Come here. Come here, my guy. You're all right. Yeah, Uncle Jake. And isn't that property, like, isn't there another lien out on against it right now or another fucking loan or some shit? I haven't really been tracking David's property lately, but isn't there some other movement with it? Oh, he's in deep shit, dude. Yeah, and he's taking out loans against it again, I think. I think he took out another loan against it. Like a dumb fuck, probably to pay other bills, man. He's probably taking loans out against that property because it's so big and he can. Yeah, do you know what's up with it right now, Uncle Jake? Because I haven't been keeping tabs on it. I think last time we were looking at it, he had pulled a loan out against it, right? He had paid it off and then pulled out a loan. Yeah, David isn't lean. He's got liens, that's for sure. Yeah, dude. He's got liens. Yeah, David, pay your liens, dude. Pay your lawsuits. David, you know what would stop all this, all the exposure? See, he's already got an intent to lien. That's based on the first half of the trial. That's not even the second half. Yeah. Yep. And Uncle Jake, I have they're looking for David. They want their fucking money. And they ain't gonna settle for a penny fucking less than what's owed, man. I'm surprised they haven't started tacking interest onto it. That would have been good. Start tacking interest onto it, right? Like, yeah, no, we're going to go ahead and just start tacking interest onto this. Like they did up north in St. Louis, where they just started tacking interest onto it. Yes, like the lien will follow the inflation rates, I believe. Like a lien is fluid. Like it's not a fixed rate. Like whatever the inflation rates are, I believe the lien will follow those inflation rates also. Yes. So if the lien inflates to 110 rather than 105, guess what? Well, inflation. Just like David didn't predict with the stage case, even though he's an apostle, right? So they gave away 4.8% interest in the house. They filed a transfer of debt. Who did they transfer the debt to? Who the fuck would they transfer the debt to? Michelle? Somebody else in the cult? Okay, so liens are an interest. Okay, good. Yeah, pretty much. That's a good way of looking at it, Daniela. David's assets decline in value and his debts increase. Exactly. That's a good way to look. You're dead on. Yep. So and he's got all these fucking really nice houses. He really does. If David had any kind of fucking sense, he can't file bankruptcy, Danielle. No. He can't file bankruptcy. When you file bankruptcy, doesn't matter if you're a church, if you're a fucking person, whatever, you call in all your finances, every fucking receipt, every dollar, every dime, everything you have fucking spent for the last, 5 to 7 years, I think it is. Everything. Everything's called in. Where's all your money going? We need to see it all. That would open up the scam on David. There is no fucking way David will file bankruptcy. Nope. I think so. I think it's like 5. I'm not sure what it is for the filing, but they want several years, man. They want definitely 3 to 5. I know that. They want 3 to 5. She said she owned the land she could sell and give the cult money. Yeah, you see what people are doing? They're literally selling their land and giving the money over. They're giving the money over. And exactly, that's the other thing we point out. David uses loan sharks. He owes people that don't use courts. Yeah, so the people that are going to come looking for David are loan shark type people. Exactly. They want tax returns, which he doesn't have. They want bank accounts, which he's not going to give up. They want receipts, which he also doesn't have. They're going to want car loans, titles, fucking everything. Every fucking Big Mac he's ordered. Okay, Daniel Moore. So, okay, we're about dead on 3 to 5 years. That's what I'm guessing. It's pretty intrusive into your financial life, man. It is. I've never filed it myself. We're talking David filing bankruptcy, which he won't ever do. But we're talking Trip 9, how he hasn't paid the stage case. And there's an intent of lien on the property in Tampa. Uncle Jake's been tracking the numbers on it. I haven't been. I've been working, man. Uncle Jake's been keeping track on that. So there's an intent to lien, and then David still hasn't paid it. So, oh yeah, fuck yeah, dude, it's way dangerous to renege on a fucking loan shark. Yeah, dude, those guys come looking for you. Yeah, and I think that's a point why David's kind of in hiding. Yeah, every single loan and dollar you have, they want, no exceptions. Yeah, Kevin, I've talked to Kevin G about bankruptcy, and yeah, it's when you get into bankruptcy court, every time you spend money, you have to go through the court. You want to buy a Big Mac? Guess what? You have to ask the judge. You want to buy a new car? Oh, you got to ask the judge. You want to buy a new house? Well, you're just going through bankruptcy. What the fuck you buy a house for? Right? Bankruptcy is very intrusive. It's very invasive and something David won't do. Yeah, maybe that's why David can't walk. They fucking broke his legs. Yeah. Yeah, who knows? Who knows why David can't walk? Sure looked like that podium was holding up most of the fucking week. Huh, Uncle Jake? That podium needed a fucking chiropractor appointment after he was done with it. And it could have. That's the thing. Like, Trip 9. Dude, I'm reading a lot about, like, cardiovascular disease as it relates to diabetes, and they all go hand in hand, dude. It very well could have. David could have sustained a fucking age-related fracture from his weight, dude, just by stepping down the stairs. Cat mom, mother of all pussies. Meow. I think it could be possible, Kevin. I think it could be very possible some loan sharks looking for David. Yep. Maybe some people he's fucked over. Because Cliff had already told us the reason he was around. Hey, Aussie Bay, what up? His diabetes is over 10. Thyroid. One of the big signs, one of the big physical signs of thyroid is goiter right here on your neck. Bam, right? Because what happens when your thyroid it inflames, it fucking causes growths on your neck. And his diabetes, I'm sure his A1C is probably somewhere close to 10. And that's really fucking dangerous. That's uncontrolled diabetes if your A1C is that high. But goiter, Ozzy, the one I noticed, and it was hard not to, bro. It really was. It was this big fucking mass on the left side of his neck. I think it was like Thursday or Friday night. Okay? Once I saw it, I was like, holy fucking shit. That's goiter. It's called goiter, right? Now, when you have an overactive thyroid, which David has, okay? His all of his outward conditions, his physiological signs, his sweating, unable to maintain a temperature, they're all signs of a thyroid issue, right? Now, the side effects, you get these fucking lumps on your neck, you sweat profusely, chills in a hot room, all kinds of shit. The skin color, the weight, his weight, I'm sure his fucking bowels aren't doing too well. His digestion isn't good. Not only that, I'm sure he's probably suffering from some acute kidney injuries, possibly from fucking diabetes, pulmonary edema, possibly. His legs, for sure. For sure, David's suffering from lower extremity edema. For sure on that one. And then when I noticed the thing on his neck the other night, Ozzy, it was hard not to notice, dude. It really was. I was like, holy fucking shit, man. His thyroid is just out of control. Now, also when your thyroid's out of control, what that causes you to become is insulin resistant, right? Now, hey, what up, Fitzur? And if you're insulin resistant, right? Okay. If you're insulin resistant, now David, think of David like trying to go and get like insulin, and he can't because his fucking body's resistant to it. How do you fucking fix somebody that's resistant to insulin? Just put them on renal dialysis the rest of their life? I could see David being on dialysis like that, for sure. Yes, who's in the cult still has access to David? Absolutely. Joseph, Michelle, Mariah, Paula Dom, Tony. None of the lower level members have ever seen David. None of the newer members have never physically met David. That's what I found out through a few phone calls. That nope, some of the newer members have never seen David personally, have never met him. So there's that. Very few people will have access to David. You know why? Because David's in a very vulnerable state right now, his health. Okay? He's in a very vulnerable state right now. He's not going to let anybody near him for that reason, because he's weak. He's always been weak, but think of him right now in the... Exactly, and dialysis only prolongs your life for about 5 or 6 years. It's not... Some people can go on dialysis and live for a long time, but it's kind of a Band-Aid problem, David. Yes, he was in Taylor this week. Yes, yep. Yep. Everything that Cliff told us about where he's at, it's all there. He was there. He's there. He's up there in Taylor. And it is, Danielle, It's like a mini North Korea, man. And you got DavidETaylor up there with the fucking Chairman Mao fade going on. He's all, let's get everything right, everybody. Chairman Mao got the fade idea from me. Yeah, and you know, Trip 9, fuck, I thought I thought we would have had him fucking down by now, but Trip 9, Kevin G and me were talking about this earlier, texting and in the chat too. David's lack of presence on stage this year, I'd help Michelle, but I don't think she'll ever turn to me for help. I don't think she would. And it would take a lot of her fucking proving that she's ready to come out for help. Like, I wouldn't just give up what I have. No fucking way. Like, how do I get out of here, Rich? Well, you better fucking prove to me you want out, bitch. I'm not just going to give it up to her. Fuck no. I would help her. Absolutely. I absolutely would. Anybody who comes out of these cults, we'd help. But with the top level people, like, it would take a lot to prove, man. It would take a lot to prove. Like, I wouldn't just give up my contacts, be like, yeah, this is who you need to contact. But yeah, David is in a vulnerable state right now. So how do you help them? Well, with these, Rando, we've helped some of these survivors get out, point them to resources, and we actually have like licensed trauma therapists who have given up their time and are ready to help these people. I don't know if people have gone to these therapists because of HIPAA, but I know that they're there for the help. Okay. And they're friends of mine. So there is no, they've licensed, everything's legit. So we try to point them to resources. Fuck, man, try to deprogram. The one thing we found is getting them to talk about it and listening and understanding is really big, dude. It really is. And that's what I think we're here trying to understand this psychology too. How religion is so fucking it's brainwashing people, man. When there's a Bible that we have that's already been written, it can't be changed, but we have people out here selling books saying their book is better than the fucking Bible. Like, what the fuck is going on here? Where did religion and reality fucking get blended, man? There's no clear sign anymore. It's Rando, I'm not Christian, dude. I'm looking at this. I'm not trying to buy my way into heaven or get out of hell, dude. If there is a God and there is a Satan, like, right? Let me tell you about a little war theory thing I learned when I was taking war theory. One class my teacher started, he was like, what's the thing about yin and yang, right? They're opposites, right? One goes with the other. And we're discussing that okay, it's like you can't have one without the other, right? If there's good, there's evil. There's light, there's dark, right? And that all made sense to me right then. I was like, okay, I could buy that. Get it. Tracking, right? And that kind of led into our whole war theory discussion for the whole fucking semester. But if there is a good, then there's a bad, right? And if God is good and fucking the devil's totally fucking evil, I'm sure God will sort all this shit out when we all check out. That's where I'm at with it. If God is there and he is listening and he is watching, that's cool. Like I said, I haven't seen him, so I don't know if he's there, but if he is, he'll fucking sort all this shit out when he punches our tickets, man. But what we've learned in this, Rando, is that religion is the most abusive and the most manipulative form of abuse, dude. Of abuse out there on the fucking market right now. Domestic violence is bad, drug abuse, alcohol, right? But you take somebody who's mentally ill, already dealing with fucking depression, probably domestic violence survivor, drug addict, and you fucking throw in a fucking religion ranch, dude, and you fucking throw in a cult leader like DavidETaylor, Catherine Crick, some fucking shithead named Daniel Adams, Isaiah Saldivar, Bob Larson, fuck Kenneth Copeland. Take your pick, bro. Take your pick. Throw in a twist of fucking fucked up, corrupted religion. Oh my God, dude. It's almost gut sickening to think what these people are capable of, man. Fucking financial abuse, sex abuse, fucking violence, everything. The cult we're talking about, DavidETaylor, they're armed. They have guns. They're armed. Why is a church armed? My question. It is. Again, we talk abuse tactics here with these cults. Some of the forms of abuse we found out, like for one with DavidETaylor. Dude wears maxi pads, and then what he does is he would leave his shitty underwear laying around for the cult members to see and to pick up, to break down those barriers, man. To really break down barriers. All kinds of sick shit. I've heard of David fucking standing naked in front of his fucking cult members, and that's something that hasn't really been put out on the channel yet. But not long after we did the Cliff interviews, me and Cliff were talking, and David was doing some weird fucking shit. Yep. 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 David's a nasty fuck, man. He is gross. And we found that out through a series of testimonies and interviews from these cult survivors, man. Fucking total, he's a total fucking slob, dude. He's a total slob. And we're just here to point that out to people, like, hey, this isn't it, man. This isn't it. Here it is. This is what it should look like. This isn't it. But for whatever reason, we're the assholes, right? We're the assholes, Rando D. And all we've ever done with David is point out the consistent fraud, the lies, the fucking deceit that he's been telling everybody about, how he's going to do all this shit, but he's just been in fucking hiding. Calls it shutaway. He's like, I've been in the longest shutaway ever. No, you're fucking hiding, David. You won't even come out and show your fucking face. You won't even come out and show your face anymore, David. Because you're so fucking scared of your own shadow. You can't even stay on stage for long anymore. We have him running scared. And it's been all of us. Trip 9, fuck for you, dude. You went on a whole fucking Black Ops mission, man. I'm glad I'm not your enemy, bro. I'm glad we're friends, dude. That's all I wanted to say. I'm glad you're my friend, Trip 9. Hey, don't ever get on Trip 9's bad side either, you guys. He'll fucking ruin your life. Oh, man. You think the channel's bad? Get Trip 9 on your bad side, dude. He'll fucking destroy your life single-handedly. But yeah, we have him running scared. We have him running scared. And again, for him, David, to come out and call the channel out, I mean, you know, David, that was, again, it really was just one of the dumbest fucking things you could have ever done. Like, was it not enough attention? Seriously, and this is the only way I can talk to you, David, because you're too fucking scared to call me and talk to me like a man and really say what's on your fucking mind. We all should be proud. No, it was all of us. It was all of us, man. We all did it. There were people who filed fraud reports. There were people who wrote letters to judges. There were people who called fucking court systems, county appraisers. No, it's all of us, man. Everybody give yourself a pat on the back. Oh, he's scared of us. David is scared. David is the one community. We're the one community that David's scared of. All the other channels, like Cult Watch too. He's scared of that channel too. Yeah, that's the thing. It's one big think tank. Like, again, me and Kevin were talking earlier. We're trying to figure out how much money he's got left. And we're thinking he's cash broke. But you know what, Dallas? You know what? It was you guys that made the community, man. It was you guys that pulled the community together and made it what it is. It really was. You guys didn't put up with any bullshit. You guys didn't. You guys made the community. You guys moderated it the whole fucking time. I only had to mod sometimes, but you guys, dude, you guys mod the community, not me. You guys made this community. Like, don't worship me, dude. No, dude. Yeah. And Irie, he's scared. He's scared. And like Uncle Jake was saying earlier, he could be fucking hiding from people that don't use banks, right? Imagine running from people that don't use banks. Like that, fuck, that'd be a scary chip to be hiding from. Like, fuck, I mean, say David's in $500,000 on somebody, a fucking loan shark that he doesn't want to be found. Like, that'd be some scary shit, man. Because there's those people that are still out there that fucking bury somebody like David if they owe him money. Oh, you owe me $500,000 a year ago. Where the fuck is it? Where's my fucking money? And I always told myself, I would never let it come to that. I would never let it come to that. I would just shut the channel down. But I think there's enough of us in this community to fucking pull the card when it turned into that. There's enough of us in here with that frame of mind who come out of those types of organizations and stuff to be like, nope, it's turning into that, Rich, this is going on. And I've even had people fucking tell me offline, hey, Rich, can you tone it up a little bit? Like, I appreciate it, but hey, I have this in my family. Can you tone it down? Fuck, sure thing, man. Without a problem, right? And I fucking welcome that, man. If you don't want to get with me online, talk to me offline. Hit me up offline. I'm very open and receptive to, making the community better. And if it means cleaning up certain words and shit, by all means, man. And I've had people ask me, can you not use these type of words? Yes, absolutely. Without a doubt. I apologize if it slips from time to time. It's never my intention to downplay, stuff like that. But people are pretty good about letting me know if something bothers them. So I want to thank you guys for that. I know, David, you could even call and use Michael Jackson's soft fucking voice. Be like, give me a tissue, Michelle. Like they would never fucking call me, dude. They would never call me. Nope. No more, never again. I know you could use his soft little fucking lotion ass voice, huh? His little fucking Jergens voice. He'd be like, hey, Rich, can you stop talking about me? Because you know what? It just hurt my feelings when you're a pussy, okay? No, I can see. You know what? After talking to Cliff and finding out that David talks to himself in the mirror, I could see David talking to himself in the mirror, like screaming at himself what he should be saying to me, but he won't because he's too fucking scared. I could really see David go into the mirror and be like, you should say this to him, but no. He'll record the phone call and put it on YouTube and make fucking views and money off of it. That's David. Yeah, man in the mirror. I could legitimately see in David doing something like that. And based off what Cliff does, he does, so. He does. I also feel like he'd only try shouting over. Yo, he would. That's what the other cult members do too. In the cult, if you try to talk over them, they do the same fucking thing. They mimic the behavior of the cult leader, man. It's really, really fucking crazy. Let's see if I can get through. Hang on.
Hello, you've reached Michelle Brannon from the executive office.
That's Michelle's. Hang on. I would just let him shout over me because it would just prove the point that he's out of control.
Your call has been forwarded.
Again, Irie, like him coming out and just calling us out lets me know that he's out of control, that he's not in control of himself. We've been out here just talking about him. We know who he is. It's not like we're trying to fucking hide that we're saying, oh, don't say his name. It's like, yo, David, yeah, we're talking about you, dude. We have been talking about you, and all you've ever had to do is come out and fucking defend everything. You've never come forward with the stage, David. You've never said why that hasn't gone down. You took in all that money, never brought a finished product to your donors, except the fucking shitty hotel down in Houston, and you called that an arena. That never went through. The Convoy of Miracles, David? Yeah, pretty soon it's going to be AI David. He's already doing videos with AI, yeah. He's got a video, and it's actually got like, he did a video of AI, and it's got like a video of David being watched by some AI guy. It's like some AI generated video and some dude's watching David on his phone. It's really pathetic, actually. It is. It's really fucking pathetic. David's picking up the AI game. Yeah, it is. Oh, it's fucking lame. It really does show how lame David is right now. He's like, I'm gonna go ahead and make these shitty AI videos, and I'm gonna go ahead and call them mine, okay? And watch. You know what? um, oh, you know what the best one was? No, the best one. I think the best one, Irie, was where he had the video of the fucking private jet, and then it had somebody calling on the phone, and it said David. It's like it said David on the phone. It's like, David, why aren't you on the jet? Like, what the fuck? Like, wouldn't you rather be on the jet calling somebody? Like, yeah, that one was good too. But the other good one was where he was floating next to Jesus, and he was talking about seeing like the nuclear bombs and shit, and he was like up in the fucking space, like floating next to Jesus. But I still think my all-time favorite, I think it had to be the one of him floating next to Jesus and the fucking phone where it said David on it in the fucking private jet. Yeah, that's what he said. He got the jet for his birthday. He's like, hey, but we gave it back, everybody. We can't even fucking afford our own fucking taxes, but hey, we're gonna go ahead and buy this fucking $60 million jet, okay? And then, we're not even gonna fly it. We're gonna go ahead and just give it back, okay? Don't worry about it. Just keep the jet. We'll spend the $60 million, just keep the jet. Okay, we're gonna give it to George Davy over in Africa. Yep. Yeah, that was the third one he gave back, and I think that year he also got the Phantom Rolls Royce. Remember, that was over in the Middle East somewhere, parked in some fucking desert parking lot with fucking desert palm trees behind it. Yeah, then one year he also got a helicopter. Yeah, one year he got a helicopter. Yeah, one year he got a helicopter. Yeah, one year as a helicopter, the tail number was tracked over to some place in the UK that never left the UK. So that one was debunked. What else? The jets. The whole convoy of miracles. That one with David, I'm still, that was a good idea, but you couldn't do it with all the mansions. Like all these ideas that David came up with, like failed ideas. The convoy was the best one, honestly, because you were trying to use the convoy of trucks to also haul the stage, but you don't have enough trucks to haul the stage. Like, what were you going to do, David? Make multiple trips? Throw the skyscraper. Fucking skyscraper. And then the Jamestown Mall that burnt down kind of recently? Yeah, that place burnt down. The skyscraper was good with what did he say, like 85 floors, right? And each floor was going to be dedicated to a different country. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, David was going to do a skyscraper. Yeah. And he's going to put all these people in it. He should have just got like a fucking like call center if that was the case, and he could have just done it that way. Yeah, the Jamestown Mall. Yep. Jamestown Mall, it burnt down. The roof caught on fire kind of recently, about a year ago. Mm-hmm. Yep, David was trying to buy that way years back. He's, I'm going to build a fucking mall here, and the TV channel? Well, the word network, David. The Boeing campus. Fuck, that was a good one. Oh, that one's going to cause them trouble because they did a fraud loan application on that one, curly girl. Nah, that one's going to cause them some issues, and it's going to cause Joseph some issues. Yeah. Yeah. That's going to cause them some problems because they fucking signed a loan application and put a fake address on there that they didn't own. That one is going to cause them some problems. You're trying to fucking fraudulently obtain a loan from the government. They would, no. Nope, the Boeing campus, yep. That was the dumbest fucking thing. I mean, seriously, David, the Boeing campus? You're like, hey, we're going to buy this campus. Yeah, a lot. I called Boeing. I called Boeing. Yeah. I made a call to Boeing, and I think there were some people that actually worked at Boeing at the time. They're like, not happening. I'm going to make some calls to you. But yeah, I had called Boeing. I talked to their legal department. I talked to some department. I can't remember if it was legal or something, but I was like, hey, you know, this is what's going on, and please don't do this because this is actually a cult and they're not good financially. But I think they noticed that when they fucking tried to go through and buy it. They're like, yeah, fuck, you guys can't afford it. Yeah, he needed $22 million to buy it. Yeah. They're at the Fellatio Palace in Tampa, the fucking Tampa mansion, the 706 Guisando de Avila. Yep, there's 1280 Southwest 38th Street in Ocala. There's 1216 Babler Park Court. There's Wooded Park Run. But those are just kind of connectings to properties. 15400 Tim Page. Oh, let's get onto that one. Okay, 15400 Tim Page. David, you need to get that one fixed up too. Marley, get out of there. Come here, get out of there. So 15400 Tim Page, David. Let me go ahead and pull this up, okay? Let me go ahead and pull this up. St. Louis courts, here we go. I was looking at it a week ago. Okay. Yeah, he said that he had one over in some other fucking foreign European country at one time, but that's all a lie. Hey, big boy. You're my guy. Hi. Yeah, handsome motherfucker. You're fucking way badass. Handsome fucking devil. Come on. Where was it? He did say Europe at one time. Okay. So there's a recent case up in Chesterfield. Come here. Come here, lay down. Come here, right here, buddy. Come here. Come on, lay down. I got you. Just relax. And this one is this is just a municipal violation. Yeah, the yearly gala in Tampa never happened. Nope. Okay, so David had a court case on the 5th. They failed to appear. They didn't show up. They were supposed to show up. David didn't show. He's had 1, 2, initial appearance, 1, 2, hearing held, failed to appear, failed to appear, failed to appear. 1, 2, 3, 4. So they've had 4 failure to appears in municipal court, Chesterfield Municipal. And all it's for is, David, they just want to talk to you about fixing the plumbing up at the 15400 Tampa, or at the 15400 Tip Page place. You know why? Because the plumbing's fucked up, David, and you run the risk of poisoning the fucking water system with fucking feces, okay? And I'm pretty sure the entirety of Chesterfield County doesn't want to fucking eat walrus feces, so go fucking fix the plumbing, asshole. Okay? Simple. Do you want to get out of that court case? Go fix the plumbing. That's what you got to do, David. David, I'm telling you exactly what you need to do. Okay? If you would just listen to me and take our advice, you would have probably been doing okay. Nobody's showed up. I've already called the lawyers and they're looking for him. They're looking for him. Campus for the Harvest, most of all time they did was dress up in suits and skanky dresses and suck David's ass. Yeah, exactly. The whole Campus for the Harvest thing, like that was just a fucking grift. Now look at that. Now look at where it's at. It's nothing. It's just it's a shitty rundown hotel. It's a fucking rundown hotel in Houston. That's it. It's just another fucking shitty, stanky, swanky ass hotel. Oh yeah, the plumbing fix is going to be at least $100K. Well, not only that, right? Here's the other thing, Kevin G. What I found out from the lady at Chesterfield, because I called and talked to her. No, they can't. What else they were doing was they weren't pulling the proper permitting, right? So when you do like construction work and grading, like to grade shit, right? You have to have pulled permits for it, and they weren't doing that. And that's a no-no. You can't do that. And the lady that I spoke to, I wouldn't give her name, but I did speak to her. She was really nice. And I told her exactly what I was doing. I was like, my name's Richard Holmes. This is what I'm doing. I do a YouTube channel, and I'm writing about this cult. I was like, I've been tracking all their cases through St. Louis. And I noticed they came up on some more charges. It's a municipal violation. We got to talking. Long story short, she's like, okay, this is what it's for. So, David, I know what your charges are for already, okay? It's basically because you have let the plumbing go to shit at the residential center, okay? You've let the plumbing go to complete shit, and it's a risk to the public now. Oh, wouldn't surprise me. Leaves on the roof and gutters at the Nelly Mansion for sure. Oh, yeah, the Nelly Mansion? Yeah, no, the Nelly Mansion has mold and shit. I know that for sure because I spoke to the original owner on that one. Yeah. Yeah. I was talking to this guy at one time, and he was the original owner of Nelly's house. He told me everything about that property. I know all about it. That's why I know so much about it. That's how I found out the fucking pool got bulldozed. I didn't know that shit until he told me. He's like, yeah, when the fucking IRS put a lien on the house after Nelly didn't pay his taxes, he's all the little shit bulldozed the fucking pool, man. He bulldozed it because he was fucking pissed. And he's like, there's some dog kennels out back, and he was like, that was the fucking dumbest thing too for Nelly to put in that basketball court. He was like, dude, it was such a nice fucking pristine location. He's like, Nelly fucked that place up. He did. Nelly fucked that place up, and David's like, hey, I'm gonna go ahead and buy it. It is. And that house is a money pit. No. I believe they're still paying on that. They are in a contract over 15,400 temp page. They're in a written binding contract now paying for that property every month. Yes. They're paying for that property now every month from what I understand. I don't think it's been paid off, man. They are now paying monthly for that fucker. Yep. The one they fucking try to scam so much for whatever reason, they are now paying monthly on that place. I think that was part of the settlement, like monthly payments, and now it's theirs. It's in the cult's name, so it's theirs now. They're paying taxes on it too, and they got to pay taxes on it. Do you guys want to take a peek at how much taxes they're going to be owing this next year? Let's take a peek here. Let's take a peek here. Let's just take a rough stab. Let's see how much money David's going to owe this year. Let's see here. County Assessor, St. Louis. I think this is it right here. Yeah, here we go. Let's see. Let's see. Board of Equalization. Here we go. Real estate search. So, we'll see, Rando, the only ones, yeah, David didn't pay his lawsuit, Aaron. Yeah, the only ones we can really work on, man, unfortunately, are ones here in the U.S., man, because we get our IRS involved. We send up fraud reports to the IRS. We do. So it's kind of hard to fuck with ones outside of the U.S. We kind of spread the word. Hey, social media is where they fucking operate. What we recommend people do, especially if they know about these places, is start putting content out about them. Start fucking decoding their bullshit, dude. Again, I'm not here to tell people not to believe in God, but I think people who do go to church should start questioning the people up in the pulpit that are telling the bullshit they're hearing. And it should be questioned, every fucking thing that's coming out of their mouth, in my opinion, because look where religion's got us now. We're here talking about these fuckers, right? Okay, so let's take a peek here. Okay, David, so we're going to do an evaluation of your tax bill for this year. And we're going to start with all the properties up in St. Louis. Okay. So let's see. That's the Alt Road. So some of these properties I'm going to name off right now. These are all locations up in St. Louis. This is coming out of the St. Louis County Appraisal District. You can look it up yourself. St. Louis County mo.gov. And then you go to the property search, and then you type in Kingdom of God. You look up the business name, look up name, and then type in Kingdom of God. That will bring up a whole list. They got 3, 6, 9 properties. Okay. 1, 2, 3. 3 are houses. 1's a property. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 are like, they're like easements, okay? They're like runs, like lanes leading to the property, okay? It's kind of, because they're out in like pretty rural areas, and some of these are really fucking big properties. One's like a 14-acre property, okay? With the Walrus Reserve on it and everything. That's for David though, okay? All right, so let's take a peek here. Tax info and receipts. So let's go, okay, so 2024. They haven't paid. Okay, so that's for, that one is going to be for, wait a second here, hold up. Whoa, wait a second here. Hold on. Hold on a second. They're still mailing. Hold on a second here. Hold up. Hold on a second. Okay, so they're still having the tax receipts mailed to 1302 Wild Horse Meadows, which they no longer own. They haven't owned that for almost several years now. Okay, hang on. All right, that's kind of sketchy. Okay. All right, so let's start with the numbers here, David. So 1554, and I'm just going to go by, I'm not going to do the cents, I'm just doing the numbers. This one's 24,786, and that's for Nellie's house. Okay, so Nellie's house is 24,000. The Alt Road 4211 Alt Road is going to be 1485. Plus, now we're going to go down the line here, David. This is what we're doing. We're going down the line here. Ah, shit. And these are David's properties. Hey, Rando D. That's all I tell people. Like, we don't need a preacher, dude. We can read the Bible if we need to get to God, man. That's what I tell people here. Hey, if you're fucking confused about religion, read the fucking Bible. What do we have it for? That's what I say here, Rando D. Common sense tells me if I need to get to God, fucking read the Bible. Right? That would be the most common way, I would think, is how you would have like some sort of working relationship with God. Go to him, man. Read the Bible. Okay, 15400 Tim Page. See, now they have 15400 Tim Page going to 15400 Tim Page. Ooh, and that one's a biggie, 30,000. Whoo! That's a big one. That's a biggie right there. David, that's a big one. 30 grand on Tim Page. Let's see what Babbler Park Court is. Babbler Park Court might be about 10 or 12. Oh, only 5,000. Okay, so Babbler Park Court, that's just a property with a lake. Okay. Let's do Hager Lane. That's a big old fucking house, too. That's a nice property. Hager Lane is nice, and it's also got a property that's attached to it, 18207. But 18205 is a fucking really nice parcel. I don't know. That was one of the properties he dumped money into all of a sudden. Okay, that one's $23,413. That's for 18205 Hager Lane. And then 18207, let's check the tax bill on that one. That one's probably just going to be a few grand also. But again, this is all adding up for David. David, you know this is all adding up. You're probably sitting here this year fucking figuring like, fuck, how am I going to pay all these taxes? And so far, it doesn't look like any of them have been paid. Nope. Okay, 46 bucks on this one. David's all, whew, I can afford that one. Plus, okay, most of these are just, boy, he's still, something ain't adding up right now with 1302 Wild Horse Meadows. Hang on a second. Val street number. Okay, so the same people still own it. Let me take a peek at the tax info here real quick. Let's see who paid taxes on it here. And they've owned it for the last couple years. Kura Raghuveer and Nagam Nivedita. Looks like a Middle Eastern couple here. Okay, so they don't own it, but they're still getting shit sent there. They just haven't taken the address off. Okay, let's take a peek out what else you owe here, David. Okay, that's 1302. Don't need that. This one is for 1201 Hickory Run. That's just the property linking another property. Okay, so this one they're actually facing a penalty on. So let's see, they owe for 2024 and they owe $2,700 unpaid. It was originally billed $2,200. They were billed a $52 penalty and they've already been billed $365 interest for a total amount of $2,700 and some change, like 53 cents. If they pay it by August, it's $2,700. If they pay it by the end of the year, it's like $2,747. Hey, be good, Randall. Thanks for stopping in, man. Hit that like and subscribe. Damn. Okay, so just on these properties, David's in just about 100 grand, $90,000. So David just on the properties up in St. Louis owes 90 grand. Tie that in with the one down in Florida, 128,000. That's $218,000 just roughly that David had to crack for a tax bill this last year. So David, you know what David's worried about now? David is now worried about having to crack all these tax bills every year because he's going to have to now. That's all he's got to worry about is figuring out how he's going to pay all these tax bills, keep the houses up to par, keep the counties happy with not letting them go run down, because it doesn't do anything good for the county, David, if you let these properties go to shit. You do realize that, right? Like Nellie's property, I'm surprised they just haven't fucking condemned that place yet. Seriously. It's a complete fucking money pit. It's a complete money pit, David. You're never going to fix it up. You have no intention of fixing it up. The wise thing, David, what you should do with that property with the 17329 Hidden Valley is just fucking bulldoze it. Bulldoze it. It really would, because now that there's mold in there, David, in the laundry room, okay, behind the walls in the laundry room, David, if you take all that paint and shit off, there's mold, okay? You're going to have to basically fucking, when there's mold, David, and it's not taken care of, mold spreads, especially with the house not being, like, taken care of the way it should be. Nellie's property specifically, David, and the one in Florida, same thing. Same thing. Those properties are going to run down. They're going to get mold. And then eventually they're going to have to be fucking condemned because of the mold, David. Mold will shut a house down, man. They'll fucking bulldoze a house for mold. because there's so much mitigation that has to go on, David. So think about that, David, before you, with Nellie's house, okay? I know all about that place, man. I know all about it. The banks went in prior to it being sold, David, and they painted over a lot of shit, okay? They did. The bank painted over an immense amount of fucking damage. And I was told specifically, David, that the mold in the laundry room is really bad. Yeah. Well, in the run, like Kevin G was saying, he's probably got multiple loans out on a lot of these houses that are high interest rate fucking reverse mortgages and stuff, right? Because I know the Nelly house he paid over asking price. That Nelly house is only worth $600. That house is a fucking heap, man. That house is a fucking heap. And David not up there taking care of it and it just getting run down. When I first found out about Nelly's house, it was running about $1 million or $2 million to fix up. You know what it's at now? About 5 to 7. It will take so much money to fix that fucking house up now. Oh yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Fucking squirrels probably built nest up inside the house and shit in the walls. Yeah. Yeah. Exactly. Exactly. I mean, David, it could be, you could just squat in it. You could use it as a last resort. Nobody would ever expect to find you there because it's so exposed. The Nelly property, nobody can really live there, you guys. It's so exposed. You would die of exposure if you tried to stay there overnight in the winter or some shit, unless you started a fire in one of the bathtubs or something. You would have to start a fire inside that place to live because it's exposed. There's no heat, there's no light fixtures, there's no electricity, there's no water. And it's been sitting that way. And you can actually look up this property, look up Nelly's mansion. It is. It is. And you know what? That's been brought to my attention from that area, Daniel Moore. I won't say by who, but yeah, some people have told me that place is a fucking eyesore. Mm-hmm. Yep. Mm-hmm. That's exactly what I've been told. Well, no, what I found out is that David was wanting other people to pull the permits and do the work for him. Yeah, he had a lot of parties there. That's also what I found out. Nelly had a lot of parties there, yes. Yep. Yep. Okay, Daniel. Okay. All right. Then you know the area. And like I said, I'm not going to say who, but I've talked to people all around that area, and they all know about it. Yeah. Yep. No, Daniel, I've talked to people all up in that whole fucking area, dude. Yeah, I won't say who, but yeah, it's a shithole. It's a fucking shithole. You're exactly right, Daniel Moore. It's a fucking total shithole, bro. It is. We've done the virtual walkthrough. Yeah, it's a fucking shithole. Yep. Now, Daniel, the original owner that I spoke to who built the house, he was telling me all about it. He's telling me all about it. How it changed hands, how David paid over asking price, how it was a short sale, about how David wanted the original owner to pull the permits to do the work. Dude's like, fuck no, I'm not doing the permits. It's your fucking house. The original owner told him, fuck you, I'm not doing that. That's what David was trying to do, push the permits off to the original owner. Hey, can you go ahead and pull these permits for us? And they're like, fuck you, no. No. Yeah, exactly. Yep. And now a cult owns that fucking property. Yep. Now a cult fucking owns it. And they own it outright. So that would be perfect for David to try, if he wanted to, say, pull a mortgage on it. It's paid for outright. He can pull the money out on it. But, yep. I don't know how much... I don't know if David would be able to get the money that he put in that house out on a loan. I'm sorry, that house isn't worth that fucking much. They would come in and do an evaluation, be like, this house isn't worth $1 million. Fucking crazy. We'll give you 200 on it maybe. That's about all it's worth right now. David, well, we paid over $1 million for it. Well, sorry. That's not how it works, Mr. Taylor. Just because you paid $1 million for it doesn't mean it's worth $1 million. That's how it works in David's head. Like, he put the money into it, but it's like, David, just because you put the money in doesn't mean it's worth that much, okay? That was just... David did that to launder the money. All right, Daniel Moore, if you're from that area, all right, check this out. All those properties that I just mentioned, okay, at the time he was getting revoked by the IRS, he was jumping names and then he dumped those properties into Kingdom of God Global Church. Now, here's the other thing, Daniel Moore. Not only are they dumped into Kingdom of God Global Church, they're put into Kingdom of God Global Church Incorporated, Kingdom of God Global Church LLC, and the Kingdom of God Global Church. 3 different names. Notice how the LLC and the Incorporated in there? The land, exactly, the land has value. The house is trash and negative equity. Yes, the land has the value. That's where it's at. The best thing for that thing is they should fucking bulldoze it from the fucking front driveway in and start all over. Start all over with that place. Put some new trees, fucking, you know, something. Make it into a I don't know, a vineyard or something. Maybe a winery. Be a fucking bitchin' place for a winery. Yeah, the land is bitchin', Kevin. The land is fucking bitchin'. Yep. The land's fucking beautiful. It is. Yo, what up, Colonel Lloyd? Come on, Marley. Come on. Come on, my guy. What's up, big boy? Who's my boy? And it is. It's a fucking nice chunk of land, dude. It's like 14 acres, I think. I think it's around 14 acres. 12 or 14 acres, man. Hey. Hey. You're a handsome motherfucker, you know that? Yeah. You're fucking crazy too, okay? Yeah. You're crazier than Charlie Manson. Okay? Yeah. Put Charlie Manson to shame, okay? Yeah. Come here. Come here, right here. Who's my boy? Getting old on me, huh, buddy? Yeah, I know it happens, bud. Yeah, everybody's like, damn, that house was on MTV Cribs. Now look where it's at, right? It went from MTV Cribs to fucking being owned by a sex cult that's not going to fix up the property, right? David's all, now I own it. And you know what? Nelly's stage cases are still in the property, so you know what? It's got clout to it. Huh, Marley? Come here. Come here. Come here, my guy. I know they're going to find fucking maxi pads in the pool. Well, they can't because the fucking Nelly bulldozed it. Nelly bulldozed it. Maybe at the 15400 Tim Page place, but not at Nelly's place because Nelly bulldozed the pool. Yep. My boy, huh? You're crazy. Did I ever tell you how crazy you are? I just want you to know that you're crazy, okay? Yeah. Now, David, on top of all these finances, right, he knows he's not filing his taxes. He hasn't been putting his money where it should be. He hasn't been spending it like he should be. It's all been used to run his criminal enterprise, his fucking cult, man. And you know that, David. That's why we've been reporting on you so much. Because, David, we took religion off the table once you tried to act like you were fucking smarter than everybody. That's why we're all here, David. You can thank... Yeah, David wears little swimmers with the floaties. David's all, Michelle, will you put on my little swimmers and my floaties? See David paddling around like a fucking baby walrus. He's all, I don't doggy paddle, I walrus paddle, okay? And he's probably got like these little dinosaur arms and he just fucking like walrus paddles. David's like, God damn it, how did he fucking know all this stuff about me, Michelle? You know, you telling him stuff? Oh, Marley, he's my big boy. No, hell no, he ain't getting that hair wet. No. No. He probably stays in the shallow end. Holds onto the side of the pool. That's what I used to do. I was scared of the water. T-Rex arms, yeah. Yeah. Yep. Well, see, and you know what? The 18205 Hager Lane, I don't know if that pool's empty or not. See, that pool could be empty and it could have cracked. Because pools require maintenance. If you don't have water in them, it causes problems. Pools want water in them. There's supposed to be water in them. But the pool at 18205 Hager Lane up in St. Louis, nobody's been living there, man. I don't know if that property's paid off or not. That's something I'd really like to know financially, if those properties are paid off. Because if not, I mean, that just buries David financially even more. Huh, Marley? He's all, yeah. Bury David financially. Okay. Yeah, the 18205 could be trashed. That one's a really bitchin' place too. Kind of outdated, but it's a really nice house, nice location. But again, nobody's up there maintaining these properties. And David, let me tell you something, okay? The less you maintenance these properties, the worse they're going to get. Okay? You really need to make that kind of a key priority now, is taking care of these properties. Because if you're trying to make your portfolio look good, the portfolio isn't good unless you take care of the properties, okay? And you have nice properties. Better take care of them now. Paying all those taxes on them, David. Take care of them. What the fuck, dude? I mean, for you to have all those properties, not live in them, and move everybody in a hotel. Not only that, but you've lied to everybody about these properties, David. You've lied to everybody. You've lied to these people saying they're going to get to go stay. Exactly, David. It's going to be a portfolio of a bunch of fucking rundown houses. Exactly. The Tampa mansion, David? Shit, that place needs millions to fix up too. I know that. I know that, David. I know you were trying to have ballin' ass work done on that too, like some gold leafing, and it never went through. You're going to have a portfolio full of fucked up mansions, David. That's it. And when mortgage evaluators come in to do a fucking evaluation on it, they're going to be like, fuck, man, this place needs a lot of work. And that'll be a huge issue when somebody goes to buy it. They're not going to want to buy a place that's fucked up. Oh, yeah, 10 grand a year. Yeah. You're probably 10 grand a year probably to keep up the fucking lawn on the HOA requirements in Tampa. Yeah. On top of the HOA fees. Exactly right, Kevin? You got the plumbing. I know the electricity isn't all up to par there. You're going to have fucking windows that need to be dusted. I mean, David, fucking Christ, man. When I found out you bought that place and I was doing windows, I was like, Jesus Christ, I could have made fucking 20 grand on that place doing windows a year. Go in and do it twice a year, fucking 10 grand a pop, man. 10 grand a pop. David, it wasn't even about how many windows it had. I just looked at it, I was like, that's a $10,000 job right there. That is a $10,000 job doing windows on that place, if not more. And that if anybody's out there doing windows on that place, charge them about 10 grand, okay? Charge them a lot of money. Hey, if DavidETaylor comes to you asking doing windows, charge him just a fucking outrageous price, okay? Bleed him dry. Bleed him dry. Bleed that asshole dry. But yeah, the Tampa mansion, it costs a lot to fix up. And again, David, I know for a fact, David, this is how the specifics we know about it, David. Okay, on the outside of that house, David, there's all these light sockets, right? Like plug-ins and stuff for power sources. And I think there's probably about 15 or 20 or something. There's quite a bit. There's a lot. There's a lot, David. Only one works. Only one works. So I can tell you right now that Tampa mansion has a wiring problem. Kind of like David's fucking brain. A wiring problem, and it's all wired about donuts. That's all he thinks about. Fucking eating donuts, David. And again, David, this is all your fault. I want you to know that. When you go to sleep at night and you try to blame everybody else but yourself, it's your fucking fault, dude. It's your fault. It's your fault you're in this predicament. It's your fault that it's gone this far? Because we told you to stop. We told you to cut it out. We told you to cut the crap, put down the bullshit, leave the fucking kids out of it. But no, you're like, hey, I'm going to go ahead and move all these kids into a fucking hotel down in Houston. Call it, hey, everybody just go to my church in Houston. I mean, seriously, David, running a prostitution joint? Come on, man. Seriously? What, did you think we were going to find out eventually? Fucking Mahesh, dude. Mahesh was it, David. Mahesh was it. That's why we're here, David. 10%, Mahesh. You thinking you're fucking smarter than everybody? He's like, he's not smarter than me. He's like, nobody's smarter than me around here. So yeah, David, here's to not paying your federal case, man. David, go pay your federal case, okay? Because the lawyers are looking for you. They want the money. And I'm going to go and start wrapping it up here. They do, David. They want their money. Yeah, they did. But me and Uncle Jake were talking about this. They're doing service on another channel. Like, it's almost like they're trying to fucking hide or monetize another channel and make money off their content, but it's not working. They did, and it was Kathleen. It was Kathleen. She was out, and she came out for just an hour. Just an hour. It wasn't even that long. She came out for just enough time to say, hey, we did a service. Because in actuality, that's all they have to do is do an hour service a week. So they come out, do an hour service, call it a service, and be like, all right, see you next week. While they're not really actually doing any real work. They're mostly just trying to keep David fed and happy, and that's it. So David, here's not paying your federal lawsuit. Thanks, man. Thanks for giving us the content to come out and talk about it. I really appreciate it. I really do. And if any of the cult members have questions about it, hit me up. We talk about it. We'll talk about the lawsuit. Because I know David's not going to give you guys the truth about it. He's just going to fucking lie to you guys about it. All we've ever told is the truth, and we've come with facts with you guys. The paperwork, the lawsuits, everything. The deposition that David tells you not to watch, maybe you guys should watch it. Maybe you guys should watch it, because for somebody that claims to be an apostle and doesn't know about his taxes, like, that's a problem. Come on. Say he doesn't touch the money. Yeah, right. David's all in with the money. He knows about every single fucking dime, dollar. He knows every donut that's being eaten, every hamburger that's being made. He knows everything. David knows everything about everybody in that cult. He's got a whole file cabinet on you guys somewhere. And that's how he's been able to keep track of you guys. We'll be back in the studio soon, Curly Girl. I've been kind of staying at both of my houses right now because I'm still working and I'm still training. And yeah, it's just easier here right now. It is. It is. Eventually I'll be back in the studio, but when I'm out at the studio house, I'm actually working on stuff in the studio. So when I do come back and do lives in the studio, like, everything's ready, because I had to do a whole full reset of my studio because got a whole new tower. I had to start all over. I got the other hard drive put in, so I was able to get all my other content, which was really good because, fuck, I had so much shit that I had saved up, man. It was everything: photos, videos, sound bites. So I had to fucking start clean from scratch. All the Stream Deck had to start over. I had to put OBS, had to redo that. And that, fuck, it's like going through and redoing it all. It's like, now that I know how to do it, I'm looking back like, fuck, this took a lot of time to do. And it built up to what it was, and then the computer took a crash, and had to replace it. Yeah. Yep. But no, I've got all those back. I've even incorporated some new ones. I'm still looking for new sound bites. Yeah, I've even got that. I got to do the godly goals. Yeah. Oh, it's fucking so much work. When I sit there and work on it, Cat Mom, let me tell you something. When I'm sitting and preparing to go work in the studio and work on it, I'm like, fuck. It is, because it's a lot of clicking around the screen. Yeah. 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 That was how he summoned Chris Conley. Pushed the fucking Daniel Adams button, and Chris Conn would be like, yes, can I help you? That was the Chris Conn button. Yeah. Oh man, those are the best ones, man. They were fucking Daniel Adams fucking flexing for real. He's like hitting godly goals. Fucking Daniel, dude. He's the only fucking false prophet, steroided out fucking goon to fucking like come out and actually flex on camera like that during a fucking rap video. He's like, I'm flexing in my rap video, but I'm flexing. Okay, he's like, I'm gonna show everybody how to flex in a rap video. He's like, watch, do it like this. He's all, hey everybody, I did arms today. Oh, him dancing at the end, he's like, no, you know who fucking dances really white, cat mom? Fucking Abdenegolu. That fool fucking dances white as anybody. Yeah, no, fuck. Abdenegolu, that fucking clown ass piece of shit too. Yeah. God, glasses get so dirty so fast. No talent. All right, y'all. I think I'm gonna go get some shoes here. Might catch a shoe shop here, but keep tuning in, man. We'll be doing some more content. Kind of taking it easy on Catherine right now. I think I'm going to start digging into some other cults, maybe in the 7M. And I need to get a letter over to Netflix about David. So I think that's kind of be my goal for the week. I need to find somebody who I can contact and email at Netflix about maybe getting a documentary up on David and seeing how we can maybe put another nail in his coffin. Just a thought. So I'm going to sit down, write a letter this week, and see what we can get done with Netflix and see if they'd be interested in doing a documentary on it. And just going straight to the fucking source, be like, hey, fuck, I'll give you everything. I don't even, can you just put the documentary up? You guys do what you do with your producers. And I don't want the payment. It's just, can you do this, please? Can you help us? Right? It would be totally fucking legit if Netflix did be like, yeah, where's the content? What do you need? What do you want? If you don't want anything, okay, cool, give us the shit. We'll put it together. Put all the interviews together, compile all the information. Maybe see if some of the sources would be willing to go forward and speak to them about it and go from there. But I'm definitely that was one of my goals this week, is to write a letter to Netflix about seeing if they'd be interested in doing a full-blown documentary on David and possibly Catherine Crick. And if they are, shit, man. I'd hate to be I'd hate to be them. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. So with that being said, y'all have a good week. Catch you guys on the next live stream. And questions, comments, concerns, by all means, leave them in the comment section below. Channel's very active. If you got a story about a cult you want to get out to the community and you just want somebody to listen and shut the fuck up and not say anything, well, we're that community. So let us know. We're here to listen. We're here to learn. But keep it real, man. Keep it real. Like I said, we'll be here. We're David's donut habit. It's never ending, okay? We'll be doing more content. There's more cults out there, and they're not going to stop, and neither are we, apparently. So y'all have a good evening. Have a good week.